Good morning, evening, or afternoon to all of you beautiful people. Josh here to bring you some sweet voice-based content. Now, very quickly, before we get into the actual topic of this video, I do have to mention that I noticed that 40% of you beautiful people watching my videos aren't subscribed. What are you doing? Subscribe! It's literally free. It's one button. Come on, it makes me happy. Go on. Right, with that out of the way, on to today's video. So one of the most common myths that I've heard in my short time voice acting is that you need to be able to do a lot of voices in order to get any kind of work in the industry. And while it's true that range is never a bad thing, a lot of people seem to put a lot of stock in the voice part of voice acting rather than the acting part of voice acting. So in today's video, I thought I'd discuss why range is good, but it's not the be all and end all. So without further ado, let's go! So what do I mean when I talk about range? Well, when I think of range when it comes to voice acting, I believe it's being able to portray a variety of different characters and being able to change up their tone, timbre, and the delivery of their lines in order to make them sound completely unique. Now, a lot of people mistake range with being able to do a lot of impressions. Now take me for example. I can do some impressions. Some good, some not so good. But for those impressions that I can do well, how many of those do you think I could accurately portray outside of their notable lines? Honestly, not that many. But does that make me a bad voice actor? I don't think so. Now bear in mind, I'm not the best voice actor on the planet. I'm very, very aware of that. I'm very early on in my voice acting life and I'm still learning a lot. But I've been acting for a very, very long time, and I feel that, without a shadow of a doubt, give me the right character for my voice and I can give you a good performance. With that in mind, I think the most negative thing that seems to come of this is that when people hear a certain voice actor portray a character, they say, oh, I can hear that voice, I can hear him, I know him. But people say that like it's a bad thing, and I don't really get why. If you can hear a voice from a voice actor, and it triggers some form of memory in your mind, why is that a bad thing? I think it's a really good thing. If somebody was to hear one of my roles and be able to tell instantly that it was me, I'd be overjoyed. That'd be freaking awesome because it means that my voice resonated with you so much that it stayed in your mind. And that's cool. It's fucking cool. As well as this, I think people tend to forget that your voice is unique to you. Nobody sounds like you, and in an industry where your voice is the thing that you are selling, that's a really good thing. I mean, think of all the people that are famous for their voice. James Earl Jones, Jeremy Irons, Morgan Freeman, Patrick Stewart, Vincent Price. So many people have made a career for themselves by having their voice. And I know what you're gonna say, Josh, my voice isn't unique, I just sound like a normal person. Well, that's because you hear your voice every single day. Of course it's not going to be unique to you. You could have the best sandwich in the world, but if you eat that sandwich every single day, of course it's going to get a little bit stale. And by stale, I mean boring. I meant like if you made the same sandwich every single day, not as if you ate like a little bite of the same. You know what I mean. To you, your voice isn't unique, but to somebody who's never heard your voice before, has never heard the way that you emote, the way that you express your emotions, the way that you deliver lines, it could open up a place in their mind where your voice will stick forever, and that's fucking cool. Somebody could hear your voice and think, that's the uniqueness, that's what I was looking for this character. Or somebody could be listening to a project that you're in and be saying, oh my god, I love that voice actor, their voice is perfect, they're so good, And all you did was talk like you. So to all aspiring voice actors, anybody who's ever thought that their voice doesn't sound unique, if I could give one piece of advice or one statement to sum up this entire video, it would be this. Your voice is unique, and that's really cool. But being able to bring a character to life with that voice is what makes this so fucking awesome. And there we go. So that's my thoughts on the idea that you have to have a massive range in order to voice act. Who are some of your favorite voices? Let me know in the comments. I genuinely do really like discussing this kind of thing. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it made you feel warm and fuzzy inside. I hope it inspired you. I hope that you just had a big smile while watching it, because that makes me feel good. If any of those previous statements did apply to you, then let me know by dropping a like on this video and subscribing to my channel for more beautiful voice-based content. Keep your eyes out for my next video. I upload every 2 weeks. But until then, stay wonderful.